That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Let's be here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pink, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1. Number 2 never count.
The weather this time of year in the open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. On the return, here's Hall. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Flacco from the gun. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Now
a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Panthers.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Flacco looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Flacco. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
From the 38, Darnold. Flushed out right. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Burris. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Come on now. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ferguson there on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Flacco. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Burris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Flacco off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On 1st down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, Flacco. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he's going to go down. at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. I do believe it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Passing play. Flacco. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
A oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, and it's third down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? Now Joey Sly for the point after. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone.
Ain't doing nothing.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's tied in. Because with the Lions at that time, to get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd and 2, Darnold. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Flacco. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened.
And look at this, another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Panthers 42, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre 1st down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he's able to put it through.
Panthers 49, Falcons nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the fake field goal. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only 2nd down, so now it's 3rd. No words at all for that one. Just a ridiculous play, to be frank, but they keep possession as now it's 3rd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Elsewhere, NFL. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a gain of 11. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
McCaffrey following the penalty, and he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Try the air now with Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
on first down. Flacco. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. And look, and oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And he'll be stopped short of the marker, but they'll keep possession here. Remember, it was only second down, so now it's third. Well, I guess we can call that unconventional, to say the least. They do get positive yards there on the fake punt. Sets them up a little bit better now for third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Flacco from the gun. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. This one hauled in by Sample. And another tackle broken. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Flacco steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Burris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 93 yards. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Nice game there, partner. partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Once more, it's Flacco. Flushed out right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Panthers 63, Falcons 7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriot